Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Part 2. In this part, we will see further sections from 100 onwards and chapter from 6 to 12. Chapter 6, Offenses affecting the human body. Offenses affecting life. Section 100, Culpable homicide. 101, Murder. 102, culpable homicide by causing death of a person other than a person whose death was intended. Section 103, punishment for murder. 104, punishment for murder by life convict. 105, punishment for culpable homicide not amounting to murder. 106, causing death by negligence. 107, abatement of suicide of a child or person of unsound mind. 108, abatement of suicide. 109, attempt to murder. 110, attempt to commit culpable homicide. Section 111, organized crime. 112, petty organized crime. 130, terrorist act. Hurt. Section 114, hurt. 115, voluntary causing hurt. 116, grievous hurt. 117, voluntary causing grievous hurt. 118, voluntary causing hurt or grievous hurt by dangerous weapon or means. 190, voluntary causing hurt or grievous hurt to extort property or to constrain to an illegal act. 120, voluntary causing hurt or grievous hurt to extort confession or to compel restoration of property. Section 121, voluntary causing hurt or grievous hurt to deter public servant from his duty. 122, voluntarily causing hurt or grievous hurt on provocation. 123, causing hurt by means of a poison, etc., with intent to commit an offense. 124, voluntary causing grievous hurt by using of acid. 125, act endangering life or a personal safety of others. Wrongful restraint and wrongful confinement. Section 126, wrongful restraint. 127, wrongful confinement. Criminal force and assault. Section 128, force. 129, criminal force. 130, assault. 131, punishment for assault or criminal force otherwise than on grave provocation. 132, assault or criminal force to deter public servant from discharge of his duty. 133, assault or criminal force with intent to dishonor person otherwise than on grave provocation. 134, assault or criminal force in attempt to commit theft of property carried by a person. 135, assault or criminal force in attempt to wrongfully confine a person. 136, assault or criminal force on grave provocation. Kidnapping, abduction, slavery, and forced labor. Section 137, kidnapping. 138, abduction. 139, kidnapping or maiming a child for purposes of begging. 140, kidnapping or abducting in order to murder or for ransom, etc. Section 141, importation of girl or boy from foreign country. 142, wrongfully concealing or keeping in confinement, kidnapped or abducted person. 143, trafficking of a person. 144, exploitation of a trafficked person. 145, habitual dealing in slaves. 146, unlawful compulsory labor. Chapter 7, offenses against the state. Section 147, wagging or attempting to wag war or abetting wagging war against Government of India. 148, conspiracy to commit offenses punishable by Section 147. Section 149, collecting arms, etc., with intention of waging war against Government of India. 150, concealing with intent to facilitate, design to wag war. 151, assaulting president, governor, etc., with intent to compel or restrain exercise of any lawful power. 152, act endangering sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India. 153, waging war against government of any foreign state at peace with Government of India. 154, committing depredation or on territories of foreign state at peace with Government of India. 155, receiving property taken by war or depredation mentioned in section 155 and 154. Section 156, public servant voluntarily allowing prisoner or prisoner of state or war to escape. 157, public servant negligently suffering such a prisoner to escape. 158, aiding escape of rescuing or harboring such prisoner. Chapter 8, offenses related to Army, Navy, and Air Force. 159, abetting mutiny or attempting to seduce a soldier, sailor, or airman from his duty. 160, abatement of mutiny if mutiny is committed in consequence thereof. 161, abatement of assault by soldier, sailor, or airman on his superior officer when an execution of his office. 162, abatement of such assault if assault committed. 163, abatement of desertion of soldier, sailor, or airman. 164, harboring deserter. 165, deserted concealed on board merchant vessel through negligence of master. 166, abatement of act of insubordination by soldier, sailor, or airman. 167, persons subject to certain acts. 168, wearing garb or carrying token used by soldier, sailor, or airman. Chapter 9, offenses relating to elections. Section 169, candidate electoral right defined. 170, bribery. 171, undue influence at elections. 172, personation at elections. 173, punishment for bribery. 174, punishment for undue influence or personation at an election. 175, false statement in connection with an election. 176, illegal payment in connection with an election. 177, failure to keep election accounts. Now chapter 10, offenses related to coin, currency note, bank notes, and government stamps. Section 178, counterfeiting coin, government stamp, currency notes, and bank notes. 179, using as genuine, forged, or counterfeit coin, government stamps, currency notes, or bank notes. 180, possession of forged or counterfeit coin, government stamp, currency notes, or bank notes. 181, making or possessing instrument or material for forging or counterfeiting coin, government stamps, currency notes, and bank notes. 182, making or using documents resembling currency notes or bank notes. 183, effacing writing from substance bearing government stamp or removing from document a stamp used for it with intent to cause loss to government. 184, using government stamp known to have been before used. 185, erasure of mark denoting that stamp has been used. 186, prohibition of fictitious stamps. 187, person employed in mint causing coin to be of different weight or composition from that fixed by law. Section 188, unlawful. 188, unlawfully taking coining instrument from mint. Now chapter 11, of offenses against public tranquility. Section 189, unlawful assembly. 190, every member of unlawful assembly guilty of offense committed in prosecution of common object. 191, revoting. 192, wantonly giving provocation with intent to cause revolt if revoting be committed, if not committed. 193, liability of owner, occupier, etc. of land on which an unlawful assembly or revolt takes place. 194, affray. 195, assaulting or obstructing public servant from suppressing riots, etc. 196, promoting enmity between different groups on ground of religion, race, place of birth, residence, language, etc., and doing act prejudicial to maintenance of harmony. 197, imputation, assertion, prejudicial to national integration. Chapter 12, offenses by or relating to public servants. 198, public servant disobeying law with intent to cause injury to any person. 199, public servant disobeying direction under law. Section 200, punishment for non-treatment of victim. 201, public servant framing an incorrect document with intent to cause injury. 202, public servant unlawfully engaging in trade. 203, public servant unlawfully buying or bidding for property. Section 204, personating a public servant. 205, wearing, grape, or carrying token used by public servant with fraudulent intent. So friends, gradually we'll cover so many acts in this way. so that easily students, law students, lawyers, future judges who are giving now judicial exams, they will be enabled to remember this section content-wise. And which law you need on priority basis, just put in comment box. And if you like my endeavor, just share this to others also. Subscribe our channel, tell others to subscribe it, and give like if you like it. Thank you. We'll see next section and next chapter in part 3 of BNS. Thank you.